Oh my
But
god.
we talked kind of briefly about it privately, and we kind of talked about it in the first week. Karrion Kross and Scarlett returned, and reports are saying that he is now going to be positioned as the number 2 heel behind Roman Reigns. I wanted to know your thoughts on that. I wanted to know how you felt about him being positioned as the number 2 heel, and more importantly, him being positioned in this major spot that he's being positioned in, because I think it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, I definitely do think it's a big deal because shit. I was panicking on what they were gonna do with Roman Reigns because he didn't set nobody up to
Yeah.
be deserving. Vince sucks at doing that. He kind of dick rides one person to the end, and then after the storyline, there's like, what do you do? And then they
Right.
freak out and they bring back Brock Lesnar, and I was sick of it. So now that we're past that, I'm actually very much happy that they're bringing back Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Um, I'm I know I already commented on the Scarlett coming back, but can I just like
Yes. Go
can I
off.
just
Go
side
off.
comment?
Go off.
I just no, I just like love how the way they introduced her because she just showed up with an hourglass and she just slammed it on the
The mat.
on top of the ring and she just said, "Your time is ticking, bitch." Like I
Time's
don't
almost
know
up,
why,
nigga.
but that shit made me laugh so hard. I was just like, she's that girl.
Right.
She didn't have to say nothing, and she's just that girl, and that just made me excited. Just because, again, I need them back as a unit. I feel like they help each other the same way Zelina was important to Andrade. That's exactly what Scarlett is to Karrion Kross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's not the most intriguing person when he talks, but he does definitely turn it up when it's time to wrestle, and he
Right.
has that look, he has that whole aesthetic. And he looks good next to a Roman Reigns. Like
That's a
he
fact.
like they that just on a piece of paper just looks very good,
Right.
you know. I do believe he should be not like immediately champion, but he definitely I don't think he, in my personal opinion, with the way they had him set up in NXT already, that I didn't think he really had to climb up the ranks when he came to the main roster. I'm actually quite fine with him just being interjected right then and there
Mm-hmm.
because that's the way he kind of deserved to be brought up the first go around.
Right.
And again, Vince fumbled the bag with this man. So I'm happy that Triple H is just like, you know what? Like here's like my apologies for you. Here's my
Mm-hmm.
gift to you. I'm gonna stick you next to Roman Reigns and you just make me money, man. I feel like they are money. Their
Yeah.
entrance alone is money.
Money.
Their whole presentation is money. I feel like you could definitely milk this feud for a few months if booked
Mm-hmm.
right. And and Hunter's all about his long-term booking. Oh no, I was just saying their whole look is money, their whole presentation is money alone.
Yeah.
That whole look that they had going on NXT with the
Mm-hmm.
whole demonic looking gimmick, like
Yeah.
that alone, just for a regular NXT show, that looked like a WrestleMania entrance. Can you
Oh my
imagine
God. Can
what?
you imagine the
Because
WrestleMania entrance?
that's what I was about to say. Because you know how Triple H and Stephanie be going the fuck off for their appearances. They only show up once every couple years now.
Right.
Imagine what they would invest into them if this is what they're already getting on
Right.
NXT. Again, that just goes to show you how much he's invested into this guy. So I'm just like, I'm super excited, even though I know everyone hates him because of his political views. Again, I'm not worried about that shit. I'm
Right.
worried about the wrestling here. I feel like I'm very much excited to see what they're going to do with them. Like I don't know. I'm elated. How about you?
I actually am elated as well. And here's why. I don't think, besides Brock Lesnar, maybe Cesaro, I haven't seen a guy that can realistically take out Roman Reigns. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of an opponent that he's had where it's like, if they were to beat them for the title, it'll be like, oh, this makes sense. Possibly
Mm-hmm.
Drew at Clash of the Castle, but it's like Karrion makes sense.
Yeah.
And based on where Roman is right now, as far as his popularity, because he could go full on heel, but he could also go full on face. But regardless of where he falls on the spectrum, Kross can complement him perfectly. And so I think that one of the things you just have to keep in mind is the fact that Kross being positioned as the number 2 heel with Scarlett by his side, I think that it's what, like you said, it's a combination for money. I think that this can be a product of long-term, storytelling. I think that they can draw this out for a little bit before they actually put the belt on Karrion Kross. What I will say about the first time that he was brought up, I don't think that Vince fumbled the bag, because that would imply that he was oblivious or not conscious of what to do. He knew what he was doing. Vince wanted to like teach Hunter a lesson. He's very big on these pride games and stuff like that. So when he brought, Karrion Kross up the first time, I think it was just he wanted to play games and teach lessons, but it's like, dog, this
Well,
ain't the
what did he
time for that.
do?
Right? He didn't do anything. He just like made him lose to Jeff Hardy, which is just like, why would you even do that? But I
Didn't he
think he
have the
wanted
belt
to like
too?
he wanted to prove a point and he wanted to teach a lesson, but it's like, dog, all you're doing is driving away money and you're driving away good talent. And that was the issue that I had with how Vince treated him before. But once, like you said, Kross with Scarlett, very much giving Andrade and Zelina vibes. And that actually just spurred something in my mind. Imagine if we saw Scarlett and Zelina in the ring.
Bitch. That's
Oh,
money.
that is money.
What?
I
Can you
and
imagine just the promos alone
the promos alone are
before we
going to be
get there?
crazy because Scarlett and people don't talk about this enough. One of the reasons, and you could touch upon this a little bit more than I can, I believe that Scarlett, before she even came to WWE, was a very, very underrated in-ring competitor and a very, very good overall talent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she has the look. Obviously she definitely knows how to draw ratings as what we saw how what she pulled in Impact,
Yeah.
between just just her whole sex appeal thing, which that's another thing I actually wanted to touch upon too, because I was wondering again with this rating, what are they going to do with her and how far they're going to go with her? Because
Sky's the limit.
yeah, when she got signed the first time, I think everyone thought, oh, like, WWE's going in a different direction
Yeah.
because, we all know Scarlett for about one reason now, or at least the majority of us,
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know what they're gonna do with her with that. But her and Zelina, like, God, that would make me so happy. I love female managers in ballets, I do, and I love the ones that definitely could turn the switch on and off between wrestling when needed. So it makes me mad now when I think about it that Zelina's just a regular in-ring competitor, because I would love to see her paired with Andrade and be able to see Karrion Kross versus him, and then see like a little B plot feud with
Scarlett
Scarlett
and
and
Zelina.
Zelina.
Yeah.
Like that could very much happen.
When you brought up Scarlett, for some reason, I don't know why her sex appeal is very Sable-esque. And I just thought about that. It's very Sable-esque. And I was like, that's interesting. But I think that her in-ring talent obviously far surpasses her. But
oh yeah, totally. She was useless. She was like the Lex Luger of fucking wrestling. Like, God.
God, not Lex. God, not
I'm
Lex.
sorry. Like they was both useless in the ring.
Hey, that's a fact. But you got to move on.